Hello, everybody. How are you? Happy, or I should say, Feliz Cinco de Mayo. So today we're actually going to do a little merengue. I looked up what music is traditionally used, and it's a variety of Latin feel music. So today we're going to do a little something to a merengue. And we're going to start right away with the following. Take a look, follow along. All right. Okay, otherwise known as touch, heel, stamp, touch, heel, stamp. Okay, it's kind of cold in here because I've got the window open. Touch, heel, stamp, touch, heel, stamp. All right, here we go, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Again. One more time. Okay, I'm going to shock you by cutting the phrase in half and just doing it once. Touch, heel, stamp, touch, heel, stamp. Let's try that. Here we go. Outside again. Three on the right, 3 on the left, 1 on the right, 1 on the left. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Now we're going to take that step, that touch, heel, stamp, and we're going to put 2 of them together. Touch, heel, stamp, touch, heel, stamp. No pause in between. Listen to this. 1, 2. I've changed the angle of the camera. I don't think I like it. It's too, there we go. So again, touch, heel, stamp, touch, heel, stamp. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and then at the very end, one more stamp on the right foot. Touch, heel, stamp, touch, heel, stamp. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 and 3, 4. So here's the whole phrase. Can we try that together? 1, 2, 1, 2, right foot. One more time, the right foot and Cool. Now, guess what? Left side. Let's just try the left side and see how it goes. Left foot first. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right to left and right to left. Okay, so let's just do it a few times from the right side to the left side. All right. Thanks, Amy. She said nice haircut. That was self-inflicted. Okay, it doesn't look that great if you could really see it. All right. Right, left, right, left. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Let's do it with music, shall we? All right, cool. All right, so phrase number 1. Let's go on to phrase number 2. I'm going to face you this time because we're going to dig to the front, okay? So we're going to take our right foot and dig. Then there's a heel on the standing leg. 1, 2, dig heel. And then step heel. Okay, so let's try the other side. Dig heel, step heel, here we go. Side to side and side to side. Again. All right. What was a dig to the front is now a touch to the side. Touch, heel, step, heel, touch, heel, step. Dig, heel, step, heel, dig, heel, step, heel, touch, heel, step, and touch, and step. Front, to front, then side, to side, and now, when you take the foot to the back, I really want you to use the ball of the foot instead of the tip of the toe. So, again with the right foot, just reach back and touch the right toe, but don't change your weight. Front, to side, to back, to side. 1, 2, right foot. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and up. Let's do it again. Good? How's it going? All right. One more time. 1, 2. Dig to the front with the right foot. Back. Okay, and front. And then the side. And then the back. And then the side. Great, 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 great. So, this is a variation on that theme that's syncopated. So instead of dig, heel, it's just dig, step, dig, ball change. And the last foot is flat. So you'll start with the right foot and end on the right foot. Ba, dua, dua. Try the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right and left, ends right, left and right, ends left. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the side is going to seem a little funny because once you do the touch and touch, you're just going to stay right there. Touch and stay. 1, 2, ready, and. Once again, 1, 2, ready, and. And after the second touch, ball change. Then you do the other side. Let's do it side to side. 1, 2, ready, and. Front and side. You know the drill. We're going to go to the back now and do the touch, and touch, ball, change. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me turn around. Sometimes it's easier to see the back foot. Right foot, 1, 2, ready, and. Try the left side. 1, 2, ready, and. All right. Let's just try it. Do it. Front to front, to side, to back, to side, to side. Right foot first. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and. Perfect? I bet it was. Let's try that with the music, okay? It'll be just a little bit faster. One, two, right foot. So we started with So I just saved you from having to do the back and the second side on the last step. So we'll just do the touches all the way around like we did, and then we'll do the dig, heel, step, heel, dig, heel, step, heel, all the way around. And then on the last phrase, we'll just do the front and side, and that'll be a complete musical phrase. Let's do it. Now, if I were a betting man, I would bet on two places that might be a problem. And actually, I do bet occasionally. I did buy a lottery ticket tonight. I think it's like $200 million. All right, so I think the first part is fine, where the touch, 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 and then the break of that first step may be problematic. So let's review that just for a second. With the right foot, the break of the first step is touch, heel, stamp, touch, heel, stamp, touch, heel, stamp, touch, heel, stamp, stamp. I'm going to tell you something funny in just a second. So now you have to eventually reverse that. So the touch will be with the left foot. Touch, heel, stamp, touch, heel, stamp, stamp. Left side again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Sa, do, wa. Cool. Well, so the funny thing was, last night I dreamt that I won the lottery, and it was so real. I was like, I have to look at my phone because I. Anyway, all right. So that, I have a feeling that was the first place where it may have been a problem, and then the last step may also have been a little challenging. The one that goes to the side, where you go. If it helps to remember, you start with the right and end on the right. Touch and touch, stay here, and then you have to do that on the other side. Touch and touch, stay here. Let's do both. 1, 2, right foot. All right, let's try it one more time from the top, okay? The digs, 3, 3, 1, 1, and then that break that we just practiced. And then I think the digs is probably okay, and then the syncopated dig, heel, step. All right, here we go, here we go. Okay, Feliz Cinco de Mayo. All right, let's go on. All right. So this next phrase is a variation on a Steve Condos rollout. Sometimes we've done the rollout just on one foot, this actually has a heel on the standing leg in between each note on the working leg. So that means you're going to go, let's do the simple first, just to make sure everybody knows what the rollout is. It's a touch with the right toe, drop, out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Try the other side, and you'll notice that the last heel doesn't go out. The toe goes out, but the heel stays where it is. So down and out, down and out. Again. One more time, nice and slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and couple more times. Now, remember what I said 2 minutes ago, which was between each note on the working leg, there's a heel on the standing leg. So if we were going touch, heel, toe, heel, now it's touch, heel. Okay, so this is a little bit of a tongue twister. Once you get it, it seems simple, like most things, once you know what it is. So let's slow this down and break it down just a little bit more. The touch, heel, drop, heel, drop, heel. Just that. 1, 2, ready, and. One more time. And then the toe goes out, and you still drop the heel on the standing leg. That's right. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 How's that going? Okay, all right, so let's try the other side. I'm going to start facing with my left foot. Touch, heel, drop, heel. One more time and one last time and it's real easy for this one to get away from you. So let's practice it from side to side a few times. All right, right to left, right to left. One, right foot first. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Left heel, left heel, left heel. Right heel, right heel, right heel. Couple more. Last 2. Cool. All right, so let's just do one tiny little variation on that phrase, okay? Touch, heel, heel. So you're only going to do the first 4 notes of that whole side phrase. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and touch, heel, out. So that's a little bit different. This time there's no heel on the standing leg on the second part. So you have touch, heel, and then 2 notes. But still, it's 4 notes in this little half break. Touch, heel, toe, heel. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Reverse that. We'll touch the left, drop, and then 2 notes on the left foot. 1 and 2 and. And that will go side to side also. Listen to that. One more time, both sides. Listen to the whole thing. A, B, B, A. So that standard architecture that we do. A, B, B, A. Long, long, short, short, long. Can we try that? Sure. Right foot first. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. How'd that go? Shall we try it again? 1, 2, 3, 4. So rather than reversing that, because I want to move on to our combination, okay? Let's just take it one more time from the top and do that much of this next phrase, okay? So we have the the touch, 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 the break, reverse, then the digs, the touches, the touch to the back and the touch to the side, then the syncopated, and then this rollout. I'll be there with you. Here we go. One, two, three, four. Did your life flash in front of your eyes? Let's try it again. All right. One, two, one, two, ready, go. One, two, ready. All right. Okay. So now might be a good time to get some water if you haven't already. Okay. How's it going, everybody? All right. I'm kind of plowing right through. Yeah, yikes. Sorry, Candace. Thank you again, by the way. I really want to get started on a little bit of the combination. I don't want to just spend it on this warm up because we will repeat the warm up next week. Okay. And I'll keep reminding you, these links are good, so you can go back and watch it again at your leisure, okay? All right. So you're going to love this because you do something 4 times in a row, but each time it's slightly different. Okay, so here's the first one. Scuff, back flap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scuff, back flap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when you did that back flap, you put your weight on your right foot. So now you do a back flap heel with the left foot. Now, the rhythm of this little phrase, scuff, back flap, heel, 1, 2, 3, Since it starts with the right and ends on the left, let's just repeat that phrase a couple of times. It's not going to repeat exactly the same way, but for now, let's just repeat that same phrase. Scuff, back flap, heel, scuff, back flap, heel. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. How's it going? Make sense? All right, scuff, back flap, heel. Now you start this step again with the scuff, back flap, but you don't do the back flap heel, you do step stamp. Here's the second phrase. This is the second phrase. Scuff, back flap, step stamp. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you put those two together, they'll have scuff, back flap, heel, scuff, back flap, step stamp. Ba, do, ba, zua, ba, dua, unda. 1, 2, 1 of each and right foot first. Once again, let's do it once again. All right. So I just gave you the quick preview of the third and fourth variations. How's the first? How's that going so far? Okay, all good. Not perfect. Never is. Okay, all right, so scuff, back flap, heel, scuff, back flap, ball change. You've ended on the right foot. Scuff, heel, spank, heel, step, heel. So now you'll scuff with the left foot. Scuff, heel, spank, heel, step, heel. And at the end, you'll step on the right foot and drop the heel. Scuff, heel, spank, heel, step, heel, step, heel. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you put those three phrases together, this is what you get. Listen to it once. let's try those 3 phrases with the music before we do the fourth phrase, okay? Sorry, 1, 2. Okay, so let's try that one more time, shall we? Can you hear it with the music? Okay. Scuff, back flap, heel, scuff, back flap, stamp, stamp, scuff, scuff, heel, spank, heel, step, heel. Then the 4th. All right, one more time. Here we go. Now let's go ahead and tackle the very last, the 4th phrase. It's a scuff with the left foot again. And then a spank and a tip, all 3 notes with the left foot. All right. And the syncopation, the rhythm is ba, do, ba. All right, so all 3 of those notes were on the left foot, and now you do a ball change. So the left foot will speak one more time because the ball change will be with the left foot, and then finally the right foot comes in. Left, 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 right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to the whole phrase. One, two, three, four. I'm sorry, I'm looking at, I didn't just go into a coma, I'm reading a question. So when you do the back flap heel, the first step, scuff, back flap heel. When you do the back flap heel on the left foot, that's your weight transfer. Scuff, back flap, you just transferred your weight onto your right foot. And then when you do the back flap heel on the left foot, you just transferred your weight onto the left, and your right leg should be free. All right, so you end up back on the left foot, which is where you started. 1, 2, first step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when you do the second step, that ball change sends you over to the right side. So let's go back one more time and put the first 2 steps together. Scuff, back flap, heel scuff, back flap, ball change. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Scuff, back flap. It's just, it should be, Joni, it should be on the ball of the foot, but if the heel goes down, who's going to tell? I'm not there. So the back flap should always be on the ball of the foot, okay? All right, one more time, those first 2 steps. Scuff, back flap, heel scuff, back flap, ball change, and you end up on your right foot, flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scuff heel, spank heel, step heel, step heel. 1, 2, left foot. So let's put those 3 together. 1, 2, 3, 4. At that point, you should be back on your right foot again, and your left foot is free for the scuff, spank, tip, ball change. So let's do the third step and the fourth step together. 1, 2, ready, and. One more time, and then we will go back to front. Listen to it once from the top. All together. 1, 2. The international symbol for all together. 1, 2. 1, 2, ready, and. Yeah? Cool. 1, 2. 1, 2, ready, and. Guess what, folks? We started with the right foot and ended on the right foot, so now we're going to turn almost the whole thing around. We'll do the first 3 steps on the other side, and then we have a new break at the big surprise at the end. But let's stick with the right side for now, okay? A couple more times. Right side with the music. All right, so since you can't jump back into the right side because you're standing on your right foot at the end, I'm going to go ahead and do the left side. If you want to tag along for the ride on the left for now, we're not going to break it down. Let's just do the right, and you can either hang out while I do the left, or you can go ahead and jump in the deep end, okay? But when we get to the end of the left side, be ready to start the right side again, okay? Right to left, right to left. Here we go. Okay, hopefully, when I hear her go, wow, I hope you're not screaming in your homes, or maybe you are, but just the same way she is. All right, I tell you what, let's do this one more time, right to left to right. Actually, you know what? Let's go back to the warm up and repeat the warm up, okay? The touch heel, touch heel, touch heel, stamp, touch heel, touch heel, touch heel, stamp, 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 stamp. We do that. Then the digs to the front, the side, the back, and then the syncopated. And let's not do the rollout because we'll have to review that next week, okay? But let's end where we started with the touch. Yeah, the pump, the beat, okay? Here we go. Last time, from the top. All right, everybody. Thank you so very much for being here today for Cinco de Mayo. Maybe you have a little tequila at home, or maybe a little Cuba Libre. Anyway, happy Tuesday, and don't forget, this is recorded, so you can watch it and slow it down and do it as many times as you like. Okay, thanks everybody. Happy Tuesday.